Alright, so here we have a stock 300ZX twin turbo, and let's see how this goes. You can't even get it to stick an angle. See what happens. Let's get this turn up here and try to get a fucking no hairpin. These cars are in the way. Fuck. Downshift all the way to first gear to get fucking at least something going. That's bad. You have to e-brake maybe? Okay, this car is really fucking bad at turning. You can't drift this car. It's terrible. So it's just not it. It's just not it. Okay. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is my tune that I put in my drift car for my Nissan Fairlady Z 300ZX twin turbo. What I did was for the engine, I went and upgraded everything to race intake. I put a race fuel system in it, put a race ignition, put the race exhaust, which sounds really mean. Love the sound of it. Race cams, race valves, race displacement engine block, race pistons, of course. Of course, twin turbo. It's already twin turboed, so we put the bigger race twin turbos in there. Race intercooled, race oil cooler, and we put race flywheel. That's for the engine. For the suspension, I went and put race brakes, obviously. And like I said, this is gonna be a drift build. As you've seen before, the 300ZX stock could not fucking hold the drift to save its life. So I went and put drift springs on this. Race anti-roll bars, of course, both front and rear. No roll cage or chassis reinforcement, because what it does is just add more weight on the vehicle, and we don't want that. Weight reduction, when did the race weight reduction. We'll go to wheels after, but for the conversion, what we ended up doing is I ended up putting an RB26 motor inside of the 300ZX. So this is the sound of this one. And then obviously this is what it would sound like stock with full upgrades. But I went through this motor in there. Then left the drivetrain rear-wheel drive stuck between this one and these two, but I ended up going with this one. The wings that you could put on this car don't really like suit me, so I was like, fuck it, and I went with no wing. The drift wing, or not drift wing, rear bumper. There was this one, and this one. This one's kind of like the stock one. It just adds a little bit more, I guess you could say, kind of aggressive look to it, but I didn't really care for it, so I went with this one because it still looks like a stock bumper, but has a spot for the exhaust tips to poke out. The side skirt's about the same. There's nothing really good there that I could find, so I ended up going with the Stillen just because it looked the cleanest to me. The hood I left stock because would put carbon fiber on it. I mean, it looks nice, but not for the color of the car, in my opinion. Then for the wheels, the tire compound, because like I said, this is a drift car. Yes, this is a secret. A lot of people you might be seeing be using drift tires for their drift builds, which obviously would make sense, right? I use stock. So I'm using stock tires because if I use the drift tires, it put me at an S1, and I wanted to keep it at an A-class car. So I was thinking about putting on a street tire, but I was like, let's try stock. So I tried stocks. Then we upgraded to the second widest, which I might consider putting the 305 30 R18s in there, because right now they have 275, but I'm not 100% sure yet. The rear though, I maxed the rear completely to the 305. The size of the wheel, they come with 16s, which in my opinion look too small, so I made them 18s. They go as far as 19s, but I made them at 18. I think it looks the cleanest. That's front and back. The track width, I put the fronts as far as they could go, so you got a little bit of wheel poke. It's not too much, but it's not like over excessive. Then for the rear, I put the second. To me, it looks better. Get more traction in the rear that way as well. For rims, I kind of wanted like the style of the stock look, so I ended up going with what is the Workmeister S1 3-piece. So I put these on there. I was like, it looks pretty good. I had them black at first, but I was like, I don't think black looks too good on the car. So I was like, screw it. I changed it. And then for the color of the car, I have is a very light powder blue is what I like to call it. If you want to try it or steal the color, I guess you could say. It's 55 for the blue, 20 for the saturation, and 90 for the brightness. I think it looks clean as fuck. It looks white, but it has like a blue tint to it, but the white wheels look super clean. The wheels, like I said, they're just completely white. Obviously I put tint on there. I did not do blue calipers on it, but I was thinking about it. But to me, I said the black looked better, so I just threw the black ones on there. Actual tuning of the vehicle. Didn't really do much. That's really honestly my tire pressure. Messed around with the gears a little bit, so it's like a third gear drift. I made the springs pretty soft. The rebound's a little bit stiffer in the front. Differential I made pretty high, so it's pretty much like, so it immediately gives it an acceleration so it can keep going throughout the turns and shit. Ride height obviously is completely slammed. Anti-roll bars I really didn't touch, to be honest. I just put a couple camber on there and that's about it. But let's see how this go. One thing I want to say is when I was making this car,
turn around when it is safe to
I was very surprised.
In 200 yards, turn
We're gonna go drive to Guanajuato for some good ass drifting. And I'll show you how nice this car is.
Yards, turn right.
And this car here, well, right now, as you can see, I'm on controller. So just because I'm on controller doesn't mean I don't use manual shifting.
Turn right.
Which I do manual shifting. And I'm pretty much no steering assist, none of that garbage shit. So yeah, let me just go to Guanajuato and then I'll show you guys how nice this car drifts. Alright, now we have arrived to Guanajuato and I'll show you how nice this car is. There's a lot of fucking traffic here today. Easy, clean drifts. This car is literally a fucking... It's a beast. Excuse me. You're in my way, sir. Right here should be good. Oh, this traffic is ridiculous, man. It's been like crazy through here. They never do that. Screw it, we're going back out. Check, keep it up, check back up. Keep it going. Left tab and that car was annoying, it's alright though. Drift around the beetle. Look at that. Look at that drift, boy. That shit was so clean. Boy, that was clean. Alright, let's try this line right here. Too fast in the corner, but that's alright. We'll cover right here. Run back up to the one spot here. It's gonna be a sharp turn. There's a lot of cars in the way though. I don't think we're gonna get here. Let's try it. Fuck it. That worked. Surprise. Me. That's alright, we'll make up for it right here. Turn around and do it up here now. Do it in the cockpit too, just for you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Alright, here we go. Let's see how well this goes. Too much e-brake. It's alright though. Alright guys, well, that's Absolute Demon. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.